Yo, good morning. It's except
Hi.
Ebro's in Jamaica. How appropriate.
I know, right?
Because Jamaica's right here. Shaggy is in the building.
Oh,
How are you, Shaggy?
he's not getting the whole coconut experience right now.
You're going
We
right
got
to
it.
it. You're going right.
We got it. I'm just saying.
Shaggy walks in and he's like, "Look, we're celebrating."
It's CoCoyac. I could say that.
CoCoyac.
Yeah.
So what is CoCoyac?
It's coconut cognac.
Oh, is it delicious?
Right.
He says it makes you feel like you're in an island.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
what I want to
like
feel
it.
like.
I like
That is
it.
it. Right. And people sometimes drink this without thinking it's because it goes so smooth. They think they're drinking a chaser, like drinking it with a chaser, and then they walk out here
straight.
Walk out here sideways.
Just Shaggy, are you an investor in this company? Is this your thing?
I have equity.
You have equity in the company.
In this, yes.
And
it's
and
a beautiful thing.
And you brought me 45s, my favorite thing to bring possibly in life. You brought me a couple of Shaggy and Sly and Robbie records on 7-inch, which this is.
Well, you don't show your kids that. They're gonna ask you where you play it.
Exactly. Don't worry, I don't have kids.
Yeah,
and my dog knows exactly
what you do with it.
Oh yeah, if you look at my Twitter,
they know not to scratch it.
Exactly. My Twitter picture is actually, if you blow up my Twitter picture,
Yeah.
it's me showing Bear what a 45 is.
Is it really? I've never even looked at your Twitter, Abby.
It's me showing Bear what a Public Enemy 45 looks like. So Shaggy is here.
That's crazy.
Shaggy, what's been going on, man? What are you working on these days? What are you promoting besides the delicious coconut cognac?
Well, I got a hot record.
You have a hit again. You have another hit.
I need your love.
Yes, top 30. You know what I mean? What was it? 39, debuted 39 on the top 40. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for y'all to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like in rotation.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on this.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not in rotation. Is pop radio already put it in rotation?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Shaggy, maybe would help though if when you were talking about the song right now, you went into full Shaggy voice.
Well, you know what I'm talking about there, you know what I mean? I need that record played in 97, you know what I'm saying? I came here bearing gifts, you know what I'm saying? I gave you 45s and CoCoyac, you know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing CoCoyac in the office, right? So that the PD and the MD, TT, let you know. You could be walking out of here sideways saying, yes, we're going to play Shaggy's record.
that's funny. That's pretty good.
Shaggy, how do you keep doing it? How do you continue to put hit after hit, year after year after year after year? Well, what is the secret to your fountain of youth?
Oh, I'm glad you say fountain of youth. I did a photo shoot the other day, and it was a dope photo shoot. When I was finished with it, I was like, dude, because we didn't have no makeup artist, and the dude is like a pro at post-production. He's like, don't worry, man, I'm gonna put the filter. I got that Shaggy Young filter I'm gonna put on.
No, and you said you said no. Guess what? You live with the Shaggy Young filter on.
That's that Jamaica life.
That's that Jamaica life.
That's that Jamaica life. No, I live in Kingston, so you know what I mean. It's it's easy. But actually, matter of fact, Ebro is down there trying to find the fountain of youth right now.
Yeah, he's looking for it.
Yeah, I'm saying?
When we brought up that you were coming, somebody said like, "Yo, I heard that he's a freak when it comes to writing music." He says that you literally like write one song every day. Is that true?
And some days we might do three to four a day.
Every day.
I wouldn't say every day because I'm touring a lot. I'm always gone. But when I do, like as soon as I get back, if I come off tour the very same night, I'm in, and we shoot them back to back. Like sometimes we do 4, sometimes we do 2. Some nights it's just really just one.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes, they just stay in the studio and cook and run jokes. And then they have a nickname for me called Joe Jackson.
Why? Because you're yelling at everyone to make sure they make music? You take the belt off if music's not getting made?
Jeez.
So that's kind of I run around and just start yelling. It was like, yo, because they be consuming too much.
Do you yell in your Shaggy voice?
No.
Regular.
No, just regular. But, there'd be a couple of MFs with that, though.
How do you split your time? Of course.
You know what I mean?
How do you split the time between Kingston and up here?
It's very hard, because my family's in Kingston. My daughters and my wife is in Kingston. And so, and my whole, just my whole family's around me. My dad is down there, whatever. But then coming up here is where the music at, because I don't make music in Kingston.
Really?
No.
Aren't you sometimes inspired though to make it in Jamaica?
When I wrote some of Hot Shot I wrote in Jamaica. I had a townhouse in Jamaica during the Hot Shot time that I used to sit there and just write. But I'd probably write it there, but then I'd record it in New York. And it's just because of a focus. You know what I mean? If I'm in Jamaica, there's too much happening.
You're focused on your family and taking care of your kids.
I mean, you know, my daughter has this iPad now that she hits you up for whatever is it that you want at any time.
How old is your daughter?
Well, I have a 9-year-old, and I have twin 5-year-old.
Wow.
Twins.
Girls.
That's boombastic.
Yeah.
I know.
Mr. Lover, you gotta hit it to the left.
That's how you get twins?
That's how you get twins.
You just hit it to the left.
To the left.
All right, I didn't even know that. That should be another song. That should be a new song about how you give a woman twins.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But you got to be gifted. You got to have that curve.
You got to hit the curve.
Yeah, that you do around corners.
The Jamaican curve.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
How is life in Kingston? I mean, a lot of people who visit Jamaica visit the tourist spots and don't always get to spend time in Kingston. I was there for a couple of days and I saw what it's like there.
You were in Kingston?
Yeah, for a day or two.
I applaud you.
Thank you.
I applaud you.
I applaud myself.
I applaud you.
Well, I had a great time. And Sean Paul.
Because I'm sure
invited me there.
that other guy that was supposed to be here is not in Kingston.
No, he's probably in a fancy resort. But this one wasn't somewhere fancy too. He was like with Sean Paul.
No, Sean Paul took me to the hood.
Did he?
Sean Paul took me through the
No, but
completely.
Sean. All right, Sean lives uptown, which I live uptown.
Of course,
that's where the nice.
That's where you
houses
live.
are.
Yeah.
But you know, the hood is 5 minutes in any direction.
Any direction.
You know, what I mean, you could go to any dance, any hood party. 5 minutes.
Well, one thing that blew my mind is we went to a party. It was Boxing Day.
Oh,
and
it's a nice party day.
Yes, it's a great party day. So there's the big, huge party that day that the whole hood comes out to, and then we went to a very bougie party also, because Sean was going to go to the bigger party later. Sting, he was going to go to that late at night.
Yeah.
I didn't go to that. It started like 5 a.m.
Oh, you didn't go Sting?
No, because he wasn't going to like 5 a.m. I know. I wanted to keep it real,
but it don't start till 5 a.m.
I know.
Can you explain what's Sting?
Okay,
so
you have
massive.
You guys have to explain.
Right,
you have to explain.
Sting
this.
is a concert. It's a one-night reggae concert. All right, which really mainly dancehall.
Okay.
And it's one act on like every 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's like Summer Jam.
Yeah, it's like Summer Jam.
It's like a mini Summer Jam.
Right.
Not many. It's huge.
It's huge.
It's
okay.
huge. It's huge. And you know, but it's normally have clashes. So that's the excitement of it. So what you call battle here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and they do that, and there's always a rivalry between. You know, they promote Sting with rivalries.
Nice.
And so it becomes the thing. I've gone every year.
So this is the one you didn't go to.
Didn't go to that because I went to a party earlier in the evening with my wife and Sean
party.
and his wife. Yes,
a bougie party. Yeah.
That was uptown and it was blah blah. But then even at the bougie party, as we're going in, we get separated, and some of Sean's party is taking a long time to get there. And I quickly realized that the reason they were taking a long time to get there is because they were all checking their guns.
Checking guns for the bougie party. What do you mean checking
them
inside?
in? Yeah, like checking them into like secure.
Like you check your coat.
Like checking your coat, but the people were checking. Is that surprising to you? Or at a bougie party, that surprised you that would happen?
I got a gun, but I don't check mine in. So
you don't check yours. Oh, so the surprise isn't the guns; it's why were they checking?
I don't see. I've never been to a party where they're like, "You got to check your gun in."
Really?
So it's not that they're carrying the gun.
I got a license.
It's licensed. It's legal.
Yeah. You know, so you could go anywhere you want.
So do you ever roam around Kingston without a gun?
I have not carried a gun on me in probably around 3 years.
Is someone with you carrying a gun?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So why now? Why did you decide to not do it? Why do you feel comfortable not having a gun?
I had a gun for a while. I don't know. I guess it was because it was fashionable. I don't know. I got a gun because everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get our firearms."
So it was
go get
so
your
it was
firearms.
more of a trend before.
So I went ahead and got my firearm because now you're Shaggy and you're making money. You should have a firearm. So I got it. But then after a while, I wear slim clothes, bro.
And it's too much.
Yeah.
That's a lot of metal carrying around.
And you're already packing the twin maker down there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I would say the twin maker alone is like I gotta pack it, unpack it.
Mr. Lover.
Yeah, take it. Going to the bathroom is a problem.
So to have a gun in the way also,
it's
so you don't feel that. But my point is, you don't feel that you need it in Jamaica or that someone's ever going to try to give you a hard time.
Nah. You see, there's a big misconception in Jamaica as if it's like the murder capital of the world. You know what I mean? But this place is in Brooklyn. I'd be like, dude, don't go there after 10. You know what I mean? Or after 12. everywhere has that. You
Of
know what I mean?
course.
Jamaica's no different. There's places I'd be like, yo, dude, you know, you're an idiot if you go down there just prowling around after certain hours.
But in
you know?
Jamaica, I'm sure there are places in the States. I mean, listen, I'm sure you get recognized every day, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there are also days when you're low key and not many people bother you, right?
Nobody bothers you anyway.
But in
Jamaica's like that. Jamaica is one of those places that you go, if you're a big superstar, you're gonna go, and then you're gonna feel like, boy, I really need to do something to get my celebrity up.
Why? Because people don't bother you.
They'd be like, yo, hey, man, you that big up.
So
That's the best.
They'll just give you a little nod and keep it moving.
Yeah,
But
that's
isn't that fantastic? That's great.
That's great. You know.
Here, people are more aggressive, I'm sure.
Yeah, they'll, you know.
It's a picture every time.
That picture phone thing. You know, what I mean, you still now. What is happening in Jamaica? You have like younger crowd now that's really into the internet, and they kind of. So then they'll do it, but then they'll do it for some of these other cats that come down. For the regular people just walking around, they really don't. It ain't really that. And Kingston is so small. You've been there, so if everything's 5 minutes away. I'm spoiled. Like I lived in Florida for a minute. I lived in Coconut Grove. I had a home in Coconut Grove, and what I hated about it was the fact that I had to. It's an event to drive to go visit somebody. Mm-hmm. It's like you gotta like pack the cooler and whatever it is just to drive, and then you sit in the traffic for so your day is done. While in Jamaica it's like 5 minutes everywhere. You know what I mean? And then anything you want is in Jamaica. You know that. There's a TGI Fridays, there's whatever it is. It's there.
Oh, please, don't ever go to TGI Fridays in Jamaica.
Well, maybe it's delicious.
It's actually pretty
Really?
turned up.
I don't know. I have a thing.
I've never
I have a thing with chain
I have
restaurants.
I have never been there and it's not packed.
Really? Always popping.
And even outside, and you go in the parking lot, you can't find parking. Like kids go out there, everybody's sitting down there hanging out. It's like, yo, what
Any excitement down there now with the word that marijuana is going to be less criminalized now? Have you noticed a difference?
The funniest thing that was just recently.
It just happened.
So I haven't been there since.
Oh, okay, got it. You haven't been back.
I've been promoting my brand new hit record, "I Need Your Love," that Hot 97 is going to play.
Actually, we're going to play. We'll play that in just a few minutes.
Yes, I've been promoting it. Did we enter? Yes, number 39. Our spins are way up.
Way up.
Way up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you actual numbers. Let me just
You don't have to.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You just had a video premiere
over
too, right?
1,800. Yeah.
A video premiere for Picture?
Picture, right. It's today.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dope. Can you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that?
Picture is a song called Picture, which basically deals with social media and IG and double tap and whatnot. And it is a video that I did that's coming out now, and you could probably get it. And the concept is a little, sexy and risque.
Oh, you don't say.
Shaga.
You know what I mean? So, it's a hot video. It's produced by, directed by J. Will, and I've done a lot of videos with
How
J.
do you
Will.
do with the whole social media thing? Do you run your own social media accounts? Or are you?
I'm on
do
it.
you have
Oh,
management?
no. No,
management to run my Twitter and my
I'm
Instagram.
on my Twitter. I'm on my. There's certain things that what I do is like they'll send me certain things, and then I post it.
Okay.
Like for instance, if I'm here, I'm going to take a picture with you all right now. But I'm not gonna actually be. I'm in the picture, so they'll take the picture.
Yeah.
All right, and then
They'll send it to you?
They'll send it to me and write up all the tags, and then I put them on. And whatnot.
See, there you go. That's
Right.
an official team.
Yeah.
Shaggy,
Put it up.
how long have you been?
Because you're doing 5 million things at a time, man.
Well, you're a busy man. You got a. I Need Your Love. You got a Billboard smash.
Billboard smash, and I'm back after 12 years on the pop charts.
Like he never left.
Like I never left. No, but I went and did reggae though. After my record label, I went and did.
Well, I mean, you're always doing reggae. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
but
a
I went
reggae
up-
legend at this point.
Yeah, but I went back into like dance because you know what? There's a new generation that don't remember. All right, you're a record collector, so you know like big up. You know all those records that are big dancehall records when I was in the dancehall. But then there's this new generation that's like, oh, that's just the Wasn't Me guy. He does the Carolina.
It wasn't me. It was quite the smash.
Yeah,
not gonna
smash.
lie.
I mean, I like Vibes Cartel. I don't know who that guy is. He looks like the pop guy. And so then you have to reinvent yourself there. You know what I mean? And they don't get what it is that, okay, one of Vibes Carter's biggest hit that we produced that. You know what I mean? Slow motion.
Your
You know
team,
what I mean?
your team produced the Vibes Cartels, right?
Yeah, I got.
Have you talked to Cartel at all?
The last time I spoke to him was, it's been a couple of years. Yeah, it's been.
Are we ever going to see him out of jail?
I have no idea. It's a long sentence.
Yeah.
It's a long
It's a
sentence.
long sentence.
It's a long sentence. But we're not missing him, seriously.
What you mean?
because
It's so much
his
material.
records are out, man.
Yeah.
I know he's always.
You
got
go in every
material.
party, you hear him.
You're still hearing Cartel. I mean, that is so true.
He's doing it, man.
How long have you been? How long you been locked down in a relationship?
Locked down?
Yeah, how long you been?
16.
16 years.
16, yeah.
Does that take us all the way back? Okay, you were already popping before that. Before that, how was the life when you were running the dance? King of the dance.
King of the dance.
Pre-marriage. How was that?
You got to understand. I went into music for women.
Of course, and it worked out fantastically.
Because I went to Erasmus. I went to Erasmus Hall. Imagine me. I'm this awkward, skinny kid coming from Jamaica. You know what I mean? And I'm in Brooklyn. And my mom used to dress me funny because, you know, she buy those Payless stuff.
Of course.
And, you know, you have to have a swag in school. You know what I mean? So I was not popular at all. But I could rhyme. So I would go in the lunchroom. And, you know, you have the cliques. You know, you have the Jewish clique. Hey.
How'd we do?
You know, and then you have, that's the kosher clique, we call them.
Kosher clique.
Yeah.
We were
but you know,
popping.
they smoke more weed than anybody else.
Of
But that's a whole
course.
different
Of course.
thing. Anyway, and then you have the Jamaican clique. You know what I'm saying? The Haitian clique. So I was always trying to get with the Jamaican clique. You know what I mean? But then they found out I could rhyme. So I would spit like, and he would beat the bench, and then I would spit. But then I'd look at chicks and I'd talk about their shoes and their hat, and then I get like smiles. And, you know,
Now, did anyone famous come out of your high school from that era?
everybody.
Who?
Who's Barbara Streisand? That's the second oldest high school in the United
Well, what
States.
about when you were there though? You didn't go to school with Barbara Streisand.
Let me see. Special ed.
Oh, you guys were the same time, roughly.
Yeah, roughly around the same time. You know what I mean? And you know, it's a lot of famous people. Clive Davis used to go there too.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of big names.
And
Second.
then to pop off, did you go back to Jamaica first,
Um,
or did you get a record here first?
I got a record in England.
It was England.
Yeah, well, you know what? I had local reggae hits like All Virgin, Mumpy, Big Up. All those songs were before Oh Carolina. And Oh Carolina was a local hit here. And then it was in the streets. And then after that, it got licensed to England, which it went to the pop charts. And at that point, they just started shoving money down my throat. So,
And then when it went to England, it went from England to Jamaica. So you went
so I
around
went back.
the other.
But you know what? Every reggae record is that.
Really?
Think about it. Almost every hit reggae record that you know blows up in either New York or England first, and then go back to Jamaica.
See, but these days I think that's starting to change a little bit. I don't know why, but I feel like I don't know if it's because of the climate of reggae in the city. No, you're right. There's
I always thought it was the opposite.
I mean, which one?
well,
Yeah.
like right now, the biggest record. Open that door real quick.
Yeah, the biggest record is what?
Yo, Dom the Bomb. Is Dom out there? Yo, Dom, what's the biggest? Is it a QQ record? What's the biggest reggae record right now?
Biggest reggae record right now.
In the dance?
The one you
or-
played me. Just what was the video you played me? The slow joint. You just played me the video for a couple weeks ago that you wanted to get someone on. Was it the Cranium record?
No. It's an older.
Grab the mic.
Which one?
No, it's another stuff. The popcorn. It
was the Popcorn record.
Yeah. What's the one that came out like 2 years ago? The one that Vado did a remix to. I'm feeling high.
Yeah, exactly.
champagne
It's like a
fly.
ballady record, right?
Okay.
But that record. It feels like it got big in Jamaica, and now it's
Now it's
after
starting
a
here?
long time.
Yeah.
Took time.
Well,
to
you
get
have
on
the
here.
few, but you know, if take for instance a Hold You, which happened here first and go back. Almost probably all of Sean Paul records happen here and then go back.
Right.
Which is the same thing with all of my records happen here and go back. You know what I mean? This has been going on from as far back as Bob Marley days. You know what I'm saying? Where records happen overseas and they come
Yeah, and a
back.
lot of people have always complained about that Jamaican records had to go get big other places before they would really take over Jamaica.
Which is sad. You know what I mean? And then you have, and then the ones that get big in Jamaica, then, you know, some of them really don't have that shelf life that go really global, like go big. So it's just, you know, but you have a few. There's a few that come out that do well.
Well, I tell you what. Speaking of reggae records that are doing quite well, why don't we play the new Shaggy record?
I think so, because that's doing quite well.
Now, I would like
know?
you to go into full
Yeah.
Shaggy mode and introduce your song
Yeah.
on Hot 97 right now.
Yo, you know it's Ebro in the morning. Yeah, I'm definitely here, letting you know, that it's a world premiere right now on Hot 97. Shaggy, I need your love. Get used to this one, because they're going to play about 3 times for the day, or maybe 6. Yeah, Hot 97, check it out right now. It's Shaggy, I need your love. Check it out. Turn up your radio. Shazam me when you hear it. I need your love.
You
That's a lot of love.
see,
That's a
truly,
lot of love.
reggae artists, they start as
That's
DJs
so
and
awesome.
MCs.
That's
Yo,
a lot. That's a lot of love, though.
Shaggy, thank you very much, my friend.
I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you bringing the
Thank you for the
CoCoyac.
gifts.
Thank you. I bring gifts. It's
I appreciate
amazing.
the 45s. You're a gentleman and
Did
a
you
scholar.
did you know that the Jamaicans was coming in the house today?
I didn't know that you all were coming like this.
I'm just saying, a little hospitality
Oh.
goes a long way.
So, what should we have had prepared? A little smoky smoke?
Ackee and saltfish.
Someone
Sorry.
roll, Dom, you got a blunt over there?
what I'm saying?
Someone roll a blunt for Shaggy right now.
It is,
And is there a woman here?
high grade, high grade.
High grade only.
High grade.
All right.
You know what I'm
next
saying?
time you come, we will have your CoCoyac Pond
Yes.
Ice.
Yeah.
We will have blunts
We'll have
Pond
something
Deck.
rolled up for
Remember
you.
picture premiere today.
There you go, Shaggy, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Shaggy.